Anyway, I want to thank Commissioner Gary Batman and for being here as well. Gary Batman and for being here as well. Gary Batman and for being here as well.
I'm Batman.
So when we see each other as fellow human beings, as children of God, that we begin to walk the path of Dr. King's. That we begin to walk the path of Dr. King's.
Something is so terribly, terribly wrong.
To the sacred place, that sacred hour, when justice rains down like waters and righteousness. When justice rains down like waters and righteousness.
You're so wrong.
And you carry on his purpose. And this service doesn't stop at the church door. At the church door. At the church door.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Folks can get tax credits when they install energy-efficient appliances in their home, like an energy-efficient dishwasher. An energy-efficient dishwasher. An energy-efficient dishwasher. We're also working with leaders to strengthen programs to redress the negative impacts of redlining. To redress the negative impacts of redlining.
Wrong again. You suck at this.
But they want cops who are fair. They want cops who know their communities. They want cops who are going to be doing it by the numbers. They want cops who are going to be doing it by the numbers. Yesterday morning, on what would have been Dr. King's 91st birthday. His 91st birthday. His 91st birthday.
No, you're wrong.
Raising taxes on working families? Making inflation work? Making inflation work? Making inflation work? In addition to that, they should be released from prison and completely pardoned and their entire record expunged.
Oh my God, that is funny!
And our heart is with all the families in the communities that are hurting, and all the brave and historic and heroic. And all the brave and historic and heroic. We all know the state line of championships and MVPs. State line of championships and MVPs.
Perfect example.
His dad was a great man. And Professor of Beirut University. And Professor of Beirut University. And Professor of Beirut University.
A word that I just innovented.
Kamala, thank you very much. Feels like a war home game. Feels like a war home game. Feels like a war home game. There's several other members of the California delegation here, are also here, along with several city and state leaders. But as Kamala said,
you idiot! You come to our house, you get my wife's name right!
And more than $16 billion for more than 480 projects across this state. We're making the California power grid more resilient. We're making the California power grid more resilient.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
You know, toppling of thousands of trees, 20,000 customers, 200,000 customers. 20,000 customers, 200,000 customers. As we found a handful of documents were filed. You are
so busted.
The water is receded, but we'll see the full extent of the damage to the homes, the businesses, and the farms and ranches. And we know 21 people died, and that little boy we're still trying to find. Everybody I've spoke to.
That was weird.
A lot of things you can do to engage the children who survive, engage the children who aren't addicted, engage the parent. Instead, we made sure the American Rescue Plan. Sure, as trite as it sounds, if the garbage gets picked up, the potholes gets fixed. You know, just practical things to determine what are the things that both allow neighborhoods to stay united.
I know it's weird. Just go with it.
And by the way, you know, when a cop turns off in a domestic violence case or someone's standing on the edge of a bridge, they don't need a cop. They don't need a cop. They don't need a cop.
Great grammar.
They need a psychologist with them. They need a psychologist with them.
They need a psychologist with him.
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter? For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.